Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon sponsored by JK. And I'm super excited, and this was super nice because he heard that we got some snow in Denver. It's not like the biggest snowfall, like usually when it snows, but this one was just like a little bit. It actually snowed way more. My friend in Germany near Munich, it snowed so much it was literally like this, so but I love that that JK wanted to put this this marathon together because winter related songs. And also I wanted to thank you that you were kind of like worried about this being blocked. I mean, look, Donald Fagen usually gets blocked regardless, but if you dispute it, he'll unblock it and he'll let it go. Now, I looked through the channel and we have some Rolling Stones songs to put together, so I think we'll be fine. If I wanted to do this a different way. I wanted to change the way I present marathons, and I'm not gonna present each song at the beginning. Because I already do that throughout the marathon. So I'm just gonna start with the first song. They're already in the description. So I'm just gonna talk about the song when we actually play it. So that way we save around 4 or 5 minutes. A lot of people literally don't watch the video because I take so long at the intro, so I want to change that. So we're gonna start it's winter related. We're gonna start with Donald Fagen, Snowbound. This is from Kamakiriad album 1993, and we're gonna dive right into. I wanted to thank JK for sponsoring the marathon and for you guys listening to it. So let's go right ahead, and then we'll play the second song. And what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna play two. You guys know it has Chicago. I'm gonna play 2 Chicago songs. That way we have 2 Warner Brothers songs in the marathon. I think we'll be fine with the block. Okay, so here we go. Enjoy, and let's go. Let's go right into it. Let's play Donald Fagen. Here we go. Is that Walter? Let's see. So good.
We hit the street with visors down, with our thermosuits sealed up tight. We can beat the freeze and get safe tonight. Let's stop off at the Metroplex. That little dance
I do have to pause. I'm sorry. I don't know where because it's very straight. There's not so many changes, but I always consider Donald Fagen's, especially the '82 album, The Nightfly, and this one, it's Steely Dan. Who are we kidding? I mean, Donald is doing whatever he does the same way he does it in Steely Dan. Amazing. And Walter is on the bass and the guitar. It's Steely Dan. It's just basically has a different name, but it is Steely Dan. He even produced it. Walter even produced the album. I just read. So this is so good. And this is what, then The Nightfly was literally 2 years after, Gaucho. And then it was the huge break until this one. And then they got together in 2000, for, what was it? Man, I don't remember, but yeah, there's so much stuff that we still have to go through. I'm sending this directly to Alexia so she can listen to this. Every song that kind of like hits me, like this, I'm sending it to her catch-up list. You guys already know, and so she never misses out on the good music. Okay, let's keep going. This is wonderful. I'm loving the lyrics. I'm reading along. I usually don't do that because I do want to focus on the music, but since it's, I really want to get that, winter spirit through the lyrics. So let's continue. And I had to pause. This one I do have to pause because this one is going to get blocked no matter what. They always block. And if you dispute it in 24 hours, they unblock it and then they let it go. Or 48 hours sometimes it takes. But I really want to give them a reason to be able to say, okay, let's unblock it. They did pause. They're giving commentary. They're not just putting on the track. That's what the record companies don't like. So here we go.
And a smile. What seduces us with light? If even laughs, then we step out into the blue white night. Let's sleep in today. Wake me up when the wolves come out to play. Heat up these white nights. We're gonna turn this down until we see our
Beautiful.
We sail our ice caps on the frozen river. Some
So tasty, like Walter. I think he got obviously better and better throughout the years, because when they started Steely Dan, they were not as jazzy. I think they were always inspired by jazz, but it really started to come through. I think, I don't know. I think Asia, was their jazziest, and then Gaucho, even jazzier, but they always had these, hired guns, very good guitar players. But I think they be morphed into this fusion band, throughout the 70s. But all their albums are so good, there's not one album I don't like. It's just Steely Dan is the Steely Dan, Okay, let's continue. This was a beautiful solo, very, very tasty.
ice caps on the frozen river. Some lose their fires off a flare. For 7 seconds, it's like a Christmas day. Then it's dark again.
Excellent. The horn section was so nice. It was a longer song, but it was always entertaining. Great solos, great, you know, interplay between, and just fun, man. Like Donald. You can't go wrong with Donald and Walter, whatever they do or whatever they did. You know. Unfortunately, Donald is no longer with. Sorry, Walter's no longer with us, and I even have a shirt that says, "I still miss Walter Becker." So yeah. Okay, just give me one moment. You saw me on the computer for a second. I have to do one thing. All right, I'm back. And here we go with the second song. And I was surprised because it's such a, you know, there's so many styles, so many artists from different walks of music, you know. So we're going to go with Gwen Stefani. I know that she's the lead singer of No Doubt, but this is her solo. I've never done like a Gwen Stefani reaction. This is called Early Winter from, I'm sorry, the album called The Sweet Escape, and this is from 2006. Let's see what she got. And here we go. Very good. I'm really liking this. Like, I'm usually don't listen to music like this, you know. I mean, like, you know, pop, you know. But I do. I love. I can enjoy it, and I'm so happy that I can now. I I don't really like to label music anymore. It's just good, you know. Like she has an amazing voice, beautiful lyrics. It is about heartbreak, you know, and she's relating that heartbreak with winter and coldness and you know, it's snowing and she says it looks like it's an early winter for us. Like it's like the breakup is pretty much, you know, here. And that's so funny because I there's really cruel winters, you know, in this world, like in the states, in the if you're in the wrong state, oh boy, you know. And even, yes, I know Colorado has snow and we have a lot of snow and we have very cold weather, but the cool thing about Colorado, and this is literally not even I'm not making this up, you can look it up, like we have more sunny days than any other state, and I'm not sure than any other state, but more than Florida. And Florida is called the Sunshine State. Like the sun literally shines here like 300 days a year approximately, and so it's never depressing. It's never that, I mean, yes, it gets cold if you go skiing, if you go into the mountain, it's freezing and you can freeze to death. And yes, at night it's very, very cold, but during the day, that's what saves the state. Because it is, I remember my winters in Germany, they were horrible. I was always, of course, dressed because my parents would, you know, dress me for winter, so it was never cold. But as a teenager, I do remember being cold because I was just like not as smart, you know, and I wouldn't dress accordingly, and it's horrible. And here, if you don't have the right clothes, it's also, it's awful, you know. But the good thing is that during the day it is nice, you know. You can go out, you can go for a jog, for a walk, take the dog during the day. Yes, there's some days where it's really damn ugly and it snows, but pretty much like the winter is not as bad as you think it would be. But I mean, there's other states that I've heard some stories that it's just like you need tunnels to just to exist, you know, to walk to school and stuff like that. So yeah, but I can relate to her, you know, that winter is just like not as happy as the summer or the spring or the fall. Let's go.
Why do you act so stupid? Why? You know that I'm always right. It looks like an early winter for us. It hurts and I can't remember sunlight. Early winter for us. The leaves are changing color. Starting over and over and over again. Starting over and over and over again. When the sun gets early winter.
Wow, very good. And she probably has more listeners than than all the other artists put together. So I checked. Donald has about 300,000. Gwen Stefani 20 million, 20 million and a half. Then next one is Simon and Garfunkel. Let's see how much they have. This is called A Hazy Shade of Winter, and this is the album Bookends 1960. 1968. Oh my god, this is the album. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. If you haven't, please watch it. It's about the true story of director, what's his name, Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe used to be a kid, and he was in the music business. He used to be basically like in the reporting business. You know, he was a reporter as a child. He used to hang out with rock bands and stuff like that. And this movie called Almost Famous, I don't know if it's, I think it's not really a true story, but it's very close to the real things that happen. And there is one scene where his mother is like she holds the cover of this album, and she's like, look, they're high, look, you know. So like, don't hang out with these people. They're obviously stoned, and it was just such a good scene. So if you haven't seen this movie, watch it. Almost Famous. There's a director's cut that's like an hour longer. I definitely recommend that one instead of like the cut that people saw in the theater. It's not as good. So this is a Hazy, Shade of Winter. Here we go. Very short song, by the way. I'm not gonna, I guess at that one I can't pause. It's just so short. It's 2 minutes.
So hard to please, but look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hear the Salvation Army band down by the riverside. It's bound to be a better ride than what you got planned. Carry your cup in your hand and look around you. Leaves are brown now, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hang on to your hopes, my friend. That's an easy thing to say, but if your hopes should pass away, simply pretend that you can build them again. Look around, the grass is high, the fields are ripe. It's the springtime of my life.
Nice rhythm.
Seasons change with the scenery, weaving time in a tapestry. Won't you stop and remember me at any convenient time? If I have my manuscripts while looking over manuscripts of unpublished rhyme, drinking my vodka and lime, I look around. Leaves are brown now, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown. There's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, leaves are brown. There's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, leaves are brown. There's a patch of snow on the ground.
Wow, what a great riff. It reminds me very much of Pretty Woman. Do 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 do. You know that kind of riff. Doodle ding 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 doodle doodle ding. Very cool. I'm sure that now when they play this, I don't know how Paul Simon is doing. He was having some trouble with his hearing, but I hope he's doing well. And Art Garfunkel, I don't know. I don't know if they still play each other's songs when they were together in this project, you know, Simon and Garfunkel. But I mean, you could obviously make this a much longer version, like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, because you don't have to, you know, cater to the radio or anything. Okay, so this is crazy because this is my second Rolling Stones reaction today. I did a marathon prior to this one. For a good friend, Sidecar Dog. Hello. And it was also a Rolling Stones song, very trippy, from 1967. So this is, I think this is called Winter from the Rolling Stones, from their greatest hits, 1973. So yeah, and I've seen this cover before. This is Mick Jagger with I think some kind of fabric over his face. So yeah, let's check out Winter. This is a longer song. Let's go. Rolling Stones.
sure been a cold, cold winter. And the wind that ain't been blowing from the south. It's sure been a cold, cold winter. And a lot of love is all burned out. It's sure been a hard, hard winter. My feet, they're dragging across the ground. And I hope it's gonna be a long, hot summer. And a lot of love will be burning bright. And I wish I'd been out in California when the lights on all the Christmas trees went out. But I've been burning my beer, book and candle, and the restoration place is all gone round. It's sure been a cold, cold winter, Lord. My feet been dragging across the ground, and the fears is all been.
This reminds me so much of like Jimi Hendrix, that ding ding doodle doom boom, and then the piano. You know, it's more folky. Not that Jimi Hendrix is folky. You know, it reminds me more folky. Like it sounds like. Oh man, it sounds like, I don't even know what's that artist that I really, really love. Give me a second. It reminds me so much. Yeah, Bruce of the King. No, not, is it the King? Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. It reminds me of that, you know, like the piano, the licks, you know, there's a lot of interplay in the song. It sounds just like very, and I know they're from Britain, you know, but it sounds like a little bit of like Americana here. I hope I don't get any flack for saying that, but it does. But man, it's like, it's the first time listening, you know, so. But yeah, let's keep going. It's beautiful so far.
And the fears is all been brown and barren. And the springtime take a long way around. Yeah, and I wish I'd been at a Stone Canyon when the lights on Christmas trees went out. But I've been burning my bell, burning candle, and the restoration plays of all gone round. All along. Well, well, well. Sometimes I think about you, baby. Well, oh, sometimes I cry about you, Lord. Well, 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 well. Yeah, and I'll wrap my coat around you, woman. Yeah, I'll wrap my coat around you, woman. Sometimes I wanna wrap my coat around her. Sometimes I wanna burn a candle for you. Sometimes I wanna wrap my coat around your Lord. Sometimes I wanna burn a candle for you. Yes, I wanna keep you. Wow, 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 wow. Sometimes I wanna wrap my coat around your Lord. Cry. Yeah, sometimes I feel so.
Wow, that was a great song. I think that must be the best Keith Richards solo I've ever heard. But I'm checking because Mick Taylor is also on the guitar here. Let's see. Okay, so the Keith Richards, this is song number 8. Okay. Where is it? Where is this? Where's song number 8? And they're very specific. They were like, okay, electric guitar 1, 3, track 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. Who played on who played the solo? It doesn't say. I can't believe it. It doesn't say who played the solo on this track. Okay. Well, I guess you guys will know. But I mean, I've never really heard like such a melodic solo by Keith Richards, you know? This was a good solo. All right. But overall, beautiful song, beautiful just arrangement. There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of strings and beautiful arrangements, really cool. And I totally butchered the title. I said the greatest hits. And it's called Goat's Head Soup. I don't know why I said greatest hits. I think my vision is not the best. But well, you guys already know that. So next one is Chicago. Oh my God, Chicago. Chicago 7. I mean, I've heard the songs we've done from this, the prelude to Aire and then Aire. Holy moly, I've heard those like hundreds of times. Literally. But I didn't want to, you didn't want to like spoil the rest. I know that's crazy, but that's the fate of a reaction channel. Because then I would like literally write everyone, I'm sorry, I've already heard this before, choose something else, you know. So I'm going to do 2 songs. I'm going to do 2 songs because of the Rolling Stones and Donald Fagen. And there's a lot of, you know, companies on here that block. So I'm just going to do 2 Warner Brothers. This one that that JK chose is Song of the Evergreens. Okay. What's going on here? This is from Chicago 7 and this is from 1974. So here we go, and then I guess what's after oh man, it's so long. I don't want to make it too long. I'll choose another Chicago song, but give me a time. Give me a break. Give me a break. All right, so give me a time. Oh God, Jesus. Here we go with Song of the Evergreens.
Listen to the briskly whistling winter evergreen. come, saying my time is near. Never fear. I'll close each year. I'm winter, reminding me to trade my t-shirts for my woven wools, trade my sandals for my skis, whispered warnings of the wind, saying soon come the dancing snowflakes, the kissing every tree, the kissing every Please hurry.
So different.
Falling as the dancing diamonds from the sky. Prisms, rainbow sparkle flurries in our eyes. Frost of frozen crystal meadow pines of ice. Raise the snow. Open up morning fire there, cut up close and wine and dine. The setting sun. Morning light will find us high, shooting down the glistening mountainside. Skipping through the whispering pines, the freedom of each day will cleanse our minds. I can hardly wait for winter. I can hardly wait for the snow. I can hardly wait for winter. I can hardly wait for the snow.
It's insane how good a song. Okay. Okay. We're not gonna do this one. We're gonna do Happy Man because it has more plays. And but how can a song about winter be so good? Chicago is just such an exceptional band. Like literally, I've already sent it to Alexia. It's like ridiculously good. Thank you so much for playing me another of these masterpieces. So I'm gonna go with Happy Man because it has 9 million, plays. Like literally, that's the most famous song on the album. Like supposedly. But wait, let me check if we've done this before because I don't remember names. And I don't know what's going on with the internet. Maybe it's snowing. No. No, we haven't done this before. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Here we go with my extra song for the marathon. I hope this is. I know it's not about winter, but let's go. Nice. Sounds almost like Latin.
Merely by chance, very unsuspecting, you caught my heart, unprotecting me. Now I'm falling in love with you. Just when I thought I was free and easy, you came along to me soft and breezy. Now I'm falling in love with you. Woo-hoo. I'm falling in love with you.
Very good.
And for the first time in my life, I know what it's like to be a happy man. Happy man. And for the first time in my life, you've given me something I can't understand. Being a happy man. Be with me now, love me forever. Leaving you, lady, is something that I'd never do. I'm falling in love with you. All of my life, it seems I have waited. Now I can say all these words I have stated are true. I'm falling in love with you. Woo-hoo. I'm falling in love with you. Woo-hoo.
Still great. Still great. This is obviously like, I guess, on the greatest hits, and that's why it has so many plays, because I don't think they do this by album, they do it by the song. And this song is obviously also on this record, but also on the greatest hits. It was just a little bit more commercial, but I didn't dislike it at all. I think it was beautiful. It had like the Santana vibe, Latin fusion, that Santana started doing in the 70s, and Aldi Meola, of course, as well. You just don't hear it much from him, but he did. A lot of bands, I think. But yeah, this was beautiful. I think both Chicago songs were obviously the highlights for me, and Donald Fagen. But also Gwen Stefani was very nice, very nice change of styles. And Simon and Garfunkel, that was a great little song with a great riff, and also the Stones was surprisingly good. Everything, you guys always choose the best, honestly, for these marathons. I don't know, I send Alexia literally all songs. Sometimes if the song is like not the best, like I forget, but as soon as it evokes some kind of something in me, I'm like, okay, Alexia has to hear this. And here, all of them were just fantastic. Thank you so much again, JK. I don't know. I'm gonna check right now. It's already pitch black outside. It's only 5 o'clock, and it's like dark, and that's just winter. I actually in Mexico, it's crazy. They used to do this whole time. They also used to change the time, but they stopped doing it. So now Mexico's basically stuck with winter. Like it's just like dark. So Alexia told me about that yesterday. But yeah. Again, thank you so much, JK. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me know what you thought of this new system, of not giving you the whole list before, because I think it's just a waste of time, because I usually always talk about the songs when I'm about to play them, so why spend 2-3 minutes giving you the list when it's already in the description. I think it's just a waste of time. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought about this whole marathon, and I hope you like it. I hope you do subscribe to the channel if you want, of course, and I'll see you in the next video.